Hey guys, welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And if you're new here, this is After the Island.
You know what I've noticed? We're just awful at intros.
I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. But no, we have this recap show where we recap all things Love Island USA. And right now we're on season 5. It's been a wild ride already, and we're like just finishing out
That
almost
episode-
week 2. The episode we just watched left us on such a cliffhanger. What the hell?
No, you guys, we both looked at each other and we were like, what the fuck?
Like jaws dropped, mouth hanging wide open for flies to fly right in because that's how big our mouths were.
Just fully agape.
I don't know. Okay. Why is that?
YouTube will not be monetizing.
Okay, so let's see. The episode kind of opens with the Islanders discussing who they kind of think is on the chopping block and who's not. And it was exactly what we had kind of previously said in our other episode. Like we kind of knew, but I didn't know for a fact that they were kind of aware of like who would be maybe in the bottom or who felt worried and who didn't.
Yeah, I like how they separated them actually when they did the chats. Instead of just the boys chat, it was all the vulnerable boys.
Yeah.
And then the safe guys.
Yeah. They like kind of split that. And Victor was like, yeah. Well, Victor said to the two guys, he was like, well, you two are safe. I know I'm not.
As he should. Like, he should know that.
Yeah, 100%. And then Bergie and Carmen were talking, and poor Bergie, I just feel like he is afraid of Victor. Like,
I think he's so overwhelmed too.
I think
just by the whole thing, it just got blown out of proportion.
It's like too much.
Yeah.
We loved when Bergie said, "You're a strong ass woman" to Carmen.
I was like, not her taking over she really did take over the entire situation.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to put this to rest right now.
It's the Carmen show right now.
I honestly am living for it.
I am too. I thought like maybe I wouldn't like her, but I really do. And she seems more and more wholesome the more we get to kind of get to know her.
Yeah. Like at first, I'm not going to lie, I felt like she was putting on a show.
Same.
But I agree. She's definitely growing on me. And I do think I believe her now.
Yeah. This whole triangle fight between Victor, Bergie, and Carmen.
I can't stand
with
it.
Carmen saying it was friendship vibes. Like, I feel like I am just as confused as Bergie when he was sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on? I can barely like understand what this fight is about.
I agree.
I don't understand why the
100 times.
I don't even like get why the boys are so mad at Bergie. Like, because if that happened to any of them, I'm pretty sure they'd do the exact same fucking thing.
No, like them being in the dressing room talking about it and no one sticking up for him. What the fuck was that?
It feels so one-sided. Like, I'm like angry. Like, we are like fuming.
We were like, what happened that we missed? Because
it feels like we're missing so much.
Yeah, like it was so clear where all the boys stood, and they were very much on the side of Victor, besides Keenan, who was the one person who said something.
He wasn't even fully on Bergie's side, though. He was just like, I'm the middleman.
Right.
Which is, even to me, not okay.
Right.
But it's weird because all the girls seem to be like, they understand.
I'm guessing.
What are we missing here?
What I took from it was when Keenan went into the beach hut, he kind of like clarified things. Thank you, Keenan. And said, I'm like, he said that I think it was a breach of trust between the boys, but like, you're on reality TV, just watch your tongue.
It's also like, though, if that was your girl and your little romantic thing, you'd breach the fucking trust too.
Oh, I mean, if roles were reversed, Victor would be bringing that up to Carmen.
Oh,
like
any guy would. That's why I'm like, this is ridiculous. Perfect.
Hammer died. We're just never getting any.
The boys are acting like they're on a bachelor trip and like Victor was married to Carmen and like cheated on her and Bergie told her. Like, that's what it's giving.
It's giving toxic.
It's giving so
he doesn't
make sense to me.
And what annoyed me was like, he's like, just let it die, let it go. I don't feel anything for her. I don't feel any, like, I don't care about her feelings.
Yeah. Also, like, how dare Victor talk to her and say, like, I don't care about your feelings, Carmen. I don't care about your feelings. Any guy there should say, like, even if we're sided with Victor, you don't speak to people like that. Not even just you don't speak to women like that. You don't speak to people like that. I don't care about your feelings. Okay, then you can fucking go home.
Please exit the building.
Like, that
Stage
was
left.
so awful. And then I also hated, and I wrote this in all caps, that Marco walks in and calls Bergie a douchebag.
Fucking douchebag.
Yeah, and like gets in his face a little.
And he's smiling.
It was giving like locker room, like bullying vibes. I don't like Marco right now. I haven't liked him so far this season. I'll be shocked if I do end up liking Marco.
He has such wavering situations. Like at one
Yeah, like,
point, he'll be doing something really nice,
funny.
or
Yeah.
like
Like,
hyping Bergie up.
Yeah, what
that
happened
was
to
something
him
that
at the beginning, including Bergie and
yeah.
everything.
Where the fuck is that energy?
Does he just feel like the loyalty's gone because Bergie like mentioned what Victor said? But the thing is, Victor lied. It would be different if Bergie went to Carmen and was like, "Yeah, Victor said this," and it was not true.
Yeah,
But if it was true, but like he lied.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like the whole thing is about Victor lying, saying to Carmen,
oh, right,
like that it's friendships only. That's a lie.
Do you think it's a lie?
I'm not sure.
I don't
know.
But
it is textbook.
I mean, like,
or
we're not
textbook,
seeing,
but like on paper, it's a lie.
We're not seeing the footage of.
I know I'm missing too many parts to really know, but what I do know is Victor's an asshole and Marco's an asshole as well. That's what I do know.
Yeah.
What I don't know is if Carmen's actually interested in Bergie. If I also don't know if Bergie really betrayed the trust, like, of the boys group. Like, I can't tell.
Can't stand men.
But I like it makes me
honestly.
hate men. Honestly, it makes me hate them. And
Like, even the way he was like, you told her I was belittling you. I was like, you were. That's exactly what you were doing. So, I mean, like, where's the lie? Where is the lie?
It's so weird. Like, he was belittling. Like, you were, and I confided in someone about it. It shouldn't matter if I confided to like a girl that I trust or a guy that I trust in the villa.
Right.
Either way, like, you're making me feel uncomfortable and you're belittling me. Literally, I have anxiety and like secondhand anxiety or like feeling just like angry that Bergie too, he's like all flushed in the face. He looks so stressed out. He looks like he's gonna pass out. And I'm like anxious watching him because I'm like want to be there and like I wish we could go jump into the screen and be like, this is not okay.
I know. I hate it.
I hate it. I felt myself like mad about so many things this episode, and we'll get to the end. But I think like Hannah was kind of like looking out for Bergie a lot. That made me happy.
Yes. Little does she know her fucking couple is shitting on him.
I know. I think if Hannah sees, we were saying like if they do a movie night and Hannah sees the scene where like
you're done,
the
Marco.
clip, of Marco calling him a fucking douchebag, like,
because that's just like
ew.
That's worse than, I don't know what I can even compare it to, but like seeing a guy that you're with doing that to another person. Oh my God.
It's like beyond ick.
I would do anything not to be with that guy.
Same. I'd literally be like, you're sleeping outside. I'm like so strong opinion on everything for some reason right now. I don't know why.
It riled us up. That episode was.
If I'm being too much
rocky,
don't let me know in the comments. Just take into thought that I'm being a little, having my hot take, I guess, or whatever the hell. Okay, so the double date, so weird. You're in. I'm just gonna say it. So weird. Who the hell said we're in Fiji? In this awesome island, all the waters are turquoise. There's snorkeling, there's paddleboarding, there's like a boat rides,
gorgeous scenery, private islands,
mountains, hikes,
mud bath.
It literally looked like a made like swamp. It was disgusting. And this is not even me being a brat. This is me knowing what Fiji's like. There's probably worms in there. There's probably snakes and there is worms in there. If you think I would be going in that little mud pile after going in that waterfall, coming out covered in worms.
No. That's all I thought about.
And it was weird that like Marco's like rubbing the mud on Leo. Like it was giving.
It was weird that it was a double date.
Like it didn't even feel like a double date. It felt like a group date.
Agreed. Because it was.
Ew.
Just one big mud orgy.
It's so sick. Like I just like would not have been good at that. I just know it.
And I would have been probably a big bitch.
You know what I didn't realize until just now too? So the dates we then see like afterwards, they're in their little like robes hanging out, having their strawberries. And Marco and Hannah share a kiss. Leo and Anna don't.
That is true.
I didn't realize that. And then they get back and then, Leo's being a little shit.
What? Yeah, but was the
But
date good between them?
they barely
Honestly, it
show
was
they
not
barely
memorable to
They
me.
didn't really show it. So it probably wasn't. And they probably didn't want to give it away that they're already kind of like, but Anna seemed real blindsided back at the villa by everything. So it probably was good.
The way that they said, Victor is leaving. We've got to amp it up.
Yeah,
Who's
new
next?
plots, new
Leo,
drama.
you're next.
Leo, you're next. Kassy, get over here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, Alex and I were screaming at the TV.
Screaming.
Okay, so Kassy and Leo go up for their chat. Hannah and Anna are sitting underneath them, recording it on their phones. Fucking hilarious. They're probably recording it just so if he tries to deny it, they're like, here we go.
I
We have
literally
it.
went back, rewinded it. I said, I'm pretty sure that they're taking a video of everything they're saying on the phone, Elizabeth. And she looks, she goes, They are.
They are. And then after they show her being like, I got it on video, probably because they can turn up the volume once you record it and then hear it better. And so Anna said the thing that she was like most upset about too is that they were talking about her. And
yeah, like talking shit, she said.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
so
why didn't we see that?
Why didn't they just talk about like, it's already shady. It already sucks. They're like into each other, but they could have just been talking about what they have or talking about other things. And instead they took some of that time to like shit on her a little, which sucks.
But also
times 2, times 20.
Also, it's like, I thought we left that whole situation in the dust. I thought that Kassy and Leo were done.
Same.
I thought Anna and him
he never
were
really like made a choice. Like I get
not us saying they were the most
someone,
like one of the strongest couples in the villa.
Guys, it's wild.
We've never been so wrong.
We're always wrong about shit. No, I knew Kassy was still like working her little magic.
I did, but well, after tonight, I feel like it's pretty obvious that Victor's going home. Like, God bless us.
I hope it's Victor,
but I don't selfishly for us because
no, I'm like so scared. Guys, I'm scared. Victor, be nice to me.
No, but
I was joking to Alex. I was like, do we need like my boyfriend to sit in on the call and listen? So we like if Victor's mean to me. Yeah, so if Victor's mean to me. If Victor's mean to me, he'll stand up for me.
Her boyfriend's just learning he's her boyfriend right now.
No, I've been saying it for the last like 2 weeks. No, I have.
I'm so dead. I love it. I love to see it. Sorry, I just looked down at my notes and I just started dying inside. Remember when KK said, little dick ass ego?
Yeah, his little small dick ego.
I don't even remember who it was about, but like
it's about Victor.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah. Wait.
There was just so much that went
little
on.
Dick ass ego.
Bruised his little dick ass ego.
Hilarious.
How would that go if we ever brought that up? Not well. Not well.
Ew,
I know that we kind of like skipped over a lot of things, but
no, it's like
the main takeaways were Victor is clearly being set up to go home and they're teaming up the new drama.
Yeah.
And that would be the new but old love triangle that we thought was done, but now isn't.
But now we're gonna add more people, so hopefully a guy comes in.
I know,
this would make a lot of time for a guy to come in, and I think they're gonna send 3 people in or 2 people at least. It's definitely 2, but I hope they send 3 in next. Yeah, they're like it's gonna be the most people ever this season.
Where are they?
We're going into week 3 of 6.
Week 2.
This was week 1. It's only 1 week. Here I am in my dog years again.
I know.
I'm right over in my dog years again. Okay, so end of week. Oh, you're right because we did
84 years.
1 week of 6. All right, but still, we've only seen 3 new people.
Yeah, no, that is true.
That's like normal timing. It doesn't feel
revolving
anything.
Door.
This needs to be way more people coming. Okay, so they're gonna dump someone early, and then right after they'll send like 2 or 3 new people in, and things are gonna shake up quick.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I think it'll be 3 people actually, is what I'm gonna predict. But okay, so there's Kassy and Leo.
I'm like, what are the other memorable moments?
We went through Kassy was stroking Leo's head. She was like doing this and stuff. Like she was touching his crotch at one point. Like maybe she was fixing his zipper. I don't fucking know.
I'm saying it.
What?
She is fucking out of pocket constantly.
Oh, I know.
There's never a time she's
shocked.
not.
Carmen like is so close with her, to be honest.
Do you think she's the only one that will film with her?
Maybe. It could be.
Like, that could be a very...
And Carmen's maybe not clicking with the other girls either. Like, they're both kind of the outcasts is
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
feeling a little.
But Jasmine gave off... We talked to Jasmine today. She kind of gave off that, like, Carmen's...
Cool.
Yeah, like, everyone's pretty cool with her. I mean, she didn't have anything to say.
Maybe we can message her and ask her again.
Yeah, I'm curious, because I'm curious.
I'm kind of curious, too. I'm just super curious about the dynamic of the girl friendships because they seem so scattered. But the guys feel like they're like
they're so
brotherhood,
close.
fraternity bond. Like, it's weird. It's giving fraternity. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's
basement parties.
And they're hazing Bergie, and I'm not having it. Oh my God. That's like what this feels like. Like he's Victor's the new pledge or something.
The 5th year senior.
Victor is the head of pledges who's like in charge of the hazing. Yeah, I hate all of it.
He's getting kicked out of the frat real quick.
Like, the guys are like sitting there. It's like Keenan, Leo, forget the third, maybe it was Harrison, and Bergie was there, and they start talking, but they're like, "Oh, Leo, like, you screwed up, man. You dug a hole." Bergie just gets up and leaves, and we're like, "Yeah." He said, "No more drama. Don't put me in the middle of anything else."
He said, "I would very much like to be not a part of this narrative that I did not ask to be any part of."
I was like so confused too. Like, okay, so the boys are like Keenan and Mark were allowed to go like spy on Leo and like kind of like stir the pot a little, and that's not like being a traitor. But Bergie telling Carmen about like Victor telling a lie is.
It was just so childish. Childish. It's such a good point because they were like, "Yo, like, no way." You know, like that guy thing that all the guys do. They're like, "Yo, no way." Bro. Like, oh my God, the ick. I could picture 100 fucking guys I know that do that shit. And I'm like, absolutely not. Don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, there's a reason my whole entire last year at college, I didn't go to a single fraternity party. I just,
sorry.
No, yeah, I mean,
but that's exactly it. You're right. It's frat. It's frat energy.
It's giving frat. Okay, Harrison did bring up a really good point that I wanted us to cover and talk about because I think a lot of if you're just a US Love Island viewer and not a UK viewer,
if you're part of the villa.
Yeah, if you're part of the villa. No.
Let's keep an eye out for Selena.
I'm like tripping over my words. Whoa. Okay, so Harrison pointed out this piece of Love Island etiquette where if you're coupled up with someone, you kind of have to let them know, are you still open to getting to know other people or are you closed off? Like, are you opened or closed? And they didn't really have the conversation at all, but it was kind of like, it was like gray water, but we just assumed he was closed after picking Anna and the coupling. And I think she also assumed he was closed off, but he's clearly not. He's clearly open to getting to know Kassy. But Harrison was like, that's why you need to have that first like initial conversation with Anna before you start talking to Kassy and say like, I'm going to get to know her. I'm going to talk to her. Or she pulled me for a chat, but I wanted to come let you know before I go talk to her that like, I'm also interested in getting to know her, whatever, like just be transparent about it. And Harrison was like, this is what you need to do. It's almost like some of the people going on the show don't watch UK or any of the previous seasons. They don't understand the etiquette of it. And then they get themselves in like a shitty spot.
That should be something programmed in your brain, like no matter what.
Like,
I understand it's
like, yes,
super
but
weird.
No, but take it in context of like us dating the real world. I'm seeing some guy, like we're lightly going on a couple dates. Okay. We go on like 2 or 3 dates. I don't know if I necessarily need to be like, at that point, are you talking to other people? Are you dating other people? Or like, are you just dating me? Like, are you just looking to getting to know me more? Or are you seeing other people? Like, I think you just kind of like assume based on how it's going, like where it is, but maybe,
sure.
But maybe
like,
not. Like maybe you do need to, but maybe you do need to like straight up ask like it is in Love Island and be like, are you pursuing other people or are you just focused on me?
I feel like that conversation only happens, to be honest,
like really
when
mature people too.
No, I mean when something like this, the Kassy situation happens, like it's always too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
And it's not like, it's such a weird thing, gray area yet again, because it's like, you're not dating.
I know.
But was he not being honest with you?
Yeah, he wasn't being honest. But
like you also don't have to watch it in front of your face unless some like real fucked up shit happens that you find yourself in that situation. Then you should probably just not.
Exactly, because you're most likely still dating other people. But like are you really open about it? Like, probably not in the real world. But in Love Island, you do need to be. And that's a thing.
I also think that Kassy should have told Anna.
100%. It's like the Love Island etiquette.
Right. And
Yes.
she,
But they
like,
don't,
I
a lot of the US
understand,
people don't get the etiquette, though. The UK
but
people get the etiquette right
even
away.
still, when you think they were calling each other best friends a couple of episodes ago, she just said something about trusting. I don't want to put words in her mouth because I don't remember exactly
Anna
what
said,
she
I don't
said.
trust her now.
She said, I don't trust her.
Yeah.
And so I said, you trusted her before? Like, this already happened a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
So I was shocked.
Maybe because they've probably talked since and she probably was like, no, whatever.
Okay, I'm going to put my annoying, like, reality hat on. Is this giving producer vibes?
Kassy?
The whole situation of them talking on the balcony and them being right underneath.
That? No.
No.
That part to me, no.
Way.
Kassy scurrying around in circles? Yeah.
100%, but not the girl that just happens to be coupled up with this guy.
No.
Sitting right underneath hearing the whole conversation.
No, I think Anna really does like Leo. No,
No,
but you're right.
I
don't
think so
she was
too.
concerned though. Like, I don't
No,
think
I mean,
she,
do you think
she was
producers
shook
set
hearing
that
it.
up?
No. Or maybe they asked them to go chat up there.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe if they planned it that way, but not vice versa.
Like, oh, girls, go sit in the kitchen.
Yes, I don't think.
Yeah, because that'd be weird.
They'd be like, "What?" I think they told the other two to talk.
Go up.
You guys should go like hide upstairs. You guys should do your private conversation upstairs. Like, sure, maybe that end. Yes.
Yeah, because it was too. That's too much of a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence, especially on Love Island.
Fair.
So
then we get to the it's not a recoupling vote, whatever. It was basically what we predicted down to Victor and Kassy.
Yeah.
Like, or not Victor. Kassy, Victor, and Carmen, sorry.
Yeah.
And like Victor and Kassy
your names confused.
I know. I think it's because she reminds us of Cassie Randolph from The Bachelor.
Yes.
With a C, and it's like Carmen with a C, so it's just like blurring.
Yeah, she does.
But okay, so we knew it'd be them. I don't think anything else was a surprise to us at all. Plus, it was in no particular order, so okay, it's just everyone was safe. But Victor and Carmen, they go sit elsewhere, and all the people, I've never seen it work like this, where it's not like a discussion. It was like they all were so divided that it was like a straight up vote.
Yeah,
I think
girls
it's maybe
against
happened
guys.
like once or twice in Love Island history, but like it was weird. Yeah, and it was girls versus guys.
The only time I can think about when this happened, which they definitely never aired it the way that we did couples, it with Caro and Cormac.
We voted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
And the guys
like
very much.
No, but I think we all kind of said like who we could see finding love. Who could? Yeah, all the guys wanted to keep Cormac.
Right.
But we were like, no, he keeps trying and no one's connecting with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to go versus like Caro. I don't know. They were both trying. And Caro was finding little random connections here and there, like scurrying around, kind of like Kassy is on this season. And
yeah, except she was not moving the same way as Kassy.
But Cormac, I wouldn't even compare to Victor because Cormac was very open to getting to know like everyone, and he threw himself at everybody.
No, 100. I just think like the way that we were voting about it, like it was very much girls against guys. Like guys wanted the guy to stay, girls wanted our girls to stay.
But we didn't go around and tally and like fight over it like that.
No, that was crazy.
That was and then trying to push someone to be a swing vote.
What was killing me when they would go tit for tat and then they'd say the name and I go, how many is that? And then they'd say the number right after I asked the question. They'd be like 4. It's tied at 4. I'm like, thank you so much, producer.
No, because I was getting,
thank you, editor.
Yeah, I wanted to keep up with the vote too because I was like, oh my God, it's literally going like tab for tab.
It was like a tennis
It's like, yeah, it was like,
and then you're like, what's the score? 4. Thank you so
nice.
much.
Thank you. Yes. Like 30 love. Fuck. 30 all.
I literally was like, what?
Yeah, that was nuts.
So here we are
it lifts us on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
I am shocked. I thought we would find out tonight.
It's tied. And they kind of were like, they kind of left it to Bergie saying like, if you really want to be with this girl, like here's your opportunity to kind of say like, I see it going somewhere. And it didn't feel like he said that right away. I felt like he froze.
No, there was a long pause.
He froze out of nerves, or do you think he's like, fuck, if she plays me, everyone's going to be pissed at me and I don't want that responsibility?
I think that he probably suffers from being a people pleaser And if that does happen, he's
Shit.
going to feel really
And want
bad.
Victor to stay because he wants the boys to accept him and all that shit.
It might be that. Like, I don't know. I don't want to psychoanalyze him.
Stays.
But I cannot see a world where Victor stays and Carmen goes.
I can't either.
I cannot see it happening.
I'd be shook. But I've also been shook a couple other times from things too. But also, like, Carmen just has a good mix to the villa. Like, she balances it
She's
well
very,
right now. I think the villa would feel really
calm.
off-centered if she wasn't there.
I mean, like,
versus Victor, he's like air to me.
I also feel like we have seen so much of Victor and so much of the wrong side of him that it's almost too hard to come back from.
Yeah, it's like too late.
Which is unfortunate.
It sucks. Like, he got a shitty ass edit.
I know, who knows? Like
Alex and I might really like talking to him, and he might not be that bad at all.
Right.
But his edit, it's awful.
It's not good.
There's really not a lot you can come back from at this point. So I think it's definitely gonna be Victor that goes.
And like, imagine a girl coming in and saying, "Oh, I want to couple up with him."
No, it's just
it
not
probably would be out of.
But I could see all the guys coming in putting Carmen in their top 2.
Very true.
Just right when they come in, like, just being like, oh.
Also, just thinking like, if they have the same mindset as Victor,
like,
doubling
she's the
down.
One that's open. She's the one that's like not establishing a connection. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
Bergie also sees what it is.
Yeah, it made me him talking about that kind of was like, okay, maybe he really does see this for what it is, what you just said.
Yeah, like, he's acknowledging, okay, if this doesn't work out and she leaves me, I'll tell you guys I fucked up. And like, honestly, that's still not on him. He was the only person that has someone that's in the bottom who actually has a connection.
I know. Why was this even a question?
Would Victor even be saved at this point?
I agree.
It's a whole friendship thing at that point.
I know. That's what they were saying. All the guys were like, well, Victor's our friend. And then all the girls were like, well, Carmen's our friend.
It's not Friend Island.
And then it was like, okay, well, Carmen has a connection. And all the guys were like, but Victor's our friend. I'm like, what?
And
maybe they're just really setting this up for the whole girls versus guys like smackdown. Like, this is nuts.
I am very much enjoying this. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the drama, but I'm like ready to yell at every boy in there.
Same.
Someone put me on the Jumbotron into the villa. Marco, shut up.
What else did he say? I feel like we were dying laughing because he was just...
He's awful.
Awful.
He's awful.
Awful. Wait, you know what? I actually really liked when Hannah talked to Bergie. Sorry, it's going back to like way earlier, but I loved how she said, we're all in this villa dating each other. It's obviously going to get really weird.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you, someone being normal and acknowledging that it's not normal to watch any of this in front of your face.
And it's stressful.
I mean, yes, everyone is being pushed to their edge, and this
is really feeling high stakes this season. For some reason, it's feeling very stressful, which I love watching, but like, thank God I'm not there because I'd be very stressed out.
Oh, I'd be gone.
I'd be like, whoa, this is a lot.
Like, Alex,
and it wouldn't help that Marcos opens his mouth. I'd be like, literally, I would be Carmen and Marco would be Victor right now. And we'd be yelling at each other and he'd be saying, I don't care about your feelings. And I'd be like, I don't care what comes out of your mouth and what you think.
If I was there and he said that to me, I cannot be held accountable for my actions after that. I would see red. Enemies to lover trope no more. It's enemies to enemies to... Yeah, you're going home and you're swimming, and I will literally go home with you if that's what it takes to make you go home. Not I go home with you in that sense. You're coming home with me. No. Like, I will sacrifice my own spot leaving the villa to make sure you have to fucking leave. I mean, is that a really bad mentality to have? No, community service. Like, you're looking out for everybody else. Get rid of them. I'm sacrificing myself. You have a savior complex? Yes, I have a savior. I'm sacrificing myself. I really just saved everyone here by taking this person away. Guys, I made the most ridiculous TikTok of Bergie and the Harry Potter scene. I want them to all do it, like, from the first episode of Bergie being like, oh my God, it was I will really sacrifice myself. Like the Harry Potter chess scene. What was the actual quote? It's like, no, you can't, Ron. There must be another way. There must be another way. And that's like, all the girls to Bergie, like, no, you can't, Bergie. And then someone else being like, he's going to sacrifice himself.
that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm still gonna go to bed heated tonight.
I'm still pissed we don't know.
I can't wait to
I
go
mean,
through.
we know, but we don't know.
I can't wait to just go through like all the Instagram comments of like what everyone's thinking too. Like I need to see where everyone else's opinions are. Like, is it 50-50 like we're seeing on the show, or like does everybody want Victor to go home?
I know. I
can't wait to go
curious.
dig through all of it after this.
I'm like, I don't know if we're biased, but it came off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yuck.
Can't wait for Friday.
Yuck.
Yet again, another weekend I might be staying in just to watch Love Island, just to see who gets sent home. Literally. I'm going to have to move my dinner reservation back.
Oh, you know why they did it. They have to fly him home tomorrow.
That is why. But also, I'm going to have to move my dinner reservation back to see who gets sent home.
I can't possibly go to Soul Cycle at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I have things to do, like care about Love Island.
No, not tomorrow. It's because tomorrow at 5:30.
No, I know. I was kidding.
Oh.
I was making up excuses to not go.
Oh. I get it now. I'm like, not. It didn't click. It went right over my head. Woo.
Eep.
Eep. Okay.
Thank
you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, check us out on social. It's After the Island on Threads, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Definitely look at our TikTok. It's been popping lately.
We also have a website now.
We have a website, and our reels have been like little chopped up pieces from all of our videos. Super funny highlights.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. BFJ will be back next week. We're going to get some other guests on soon that we have planned coming up, some really fun ones. Cannot wait. And go watch our interview with Jasmine. They'll be releasing today. Look out for it. She was awesome. Really happy you guys will get
hilarious.
To see her. Yeah, she had us dying. Oh my God, she's wild.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to explain her.
I don't either. Wait till you guys watch.
Yeah.
All right, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Wait.
What?
Do you think Jasmine and BFJ are going to get together?
I hope so.
She followed him back on Instagram, guys. Things are happening.
Things are moving.
All the things are happening.